So the thing is, I mean, what I really wanted to, uh, I really don't want to use the word achieve, but I want to say that I really want to take pride of creating something that is going to be remembered for a long, long time. So
Yeah,
the thing
this
is,
I definitely
listen.
see this as one of the things that like a legacy. so so yeah, I'm really happy you're doing this, and of course I've been listening to his music for ever since I was born. So my actually the oldest memories were when so I grew up in Dubai,
Okay.
and with like around I was we moved to Dubai when during 93 94, and that's when Roja came out, and then we used to buy his cassette tapes, and that's the main source of listening to music back there in Dubai because we don't have with that back then we didn't have Bollywood radio or anything like that. So I used to listen to all the Roja cassette tapes and Kadalan, and those albums were really some things that I grew up with. So it's really special to be on this podcast.
Thank you so much, buddy. Because look, there's another thing I have to confess with you. So I'm being honest here.
Yeah.
So I I usually don't listen to anything other than Sir's music. So
Okay.
with that said, I really did not know about you. I really did not know about Vinod Krishnan in the past, and so
Hmm.
where it all started was especially about you. It was only about a week and a half ago or something. I think so. Somebody in so okay, this is another thing. So as part of the podcast journey, what's evolved is something called the I Love ARR community. So
Hmm.
all of the SIRS fans have come together and we have formed this community called I Love ARRs. It's just basically to spread positivity and stuff like that. That's it.
Hmm.
So one of the guys happened to share your Instagram clip and where you were performing Tuhire,
Yeah.
right? And that's the
That was
first time
I recorded
ever.
that 2 weeks back. Yeah.
And that is the first time ever. And I was like, oh my god, what is this? And then somebody said, hey, this is Mahesh Raghuvan. I said, oh, I didn't know about it. And they said, no, you go look him up. How did you not know about him? I said, no, I seriously did not know. And then for the last 2 weeks, I have to confess that I've seen all your videos in
Oh
YouTube.
wow.
So that one extra view that you must have got in all the videos is me, or more
Oh,
than that.
so nice. Thank you so much.
Seen everything, and then I straight away said to the guys that you know what, I need Mahesh on the podcast because I feel that there is some connect and I really need him on the podcast. And I straight away spoke to Vinod and he's like, yes, I'm going to talk to him now. So buddy,
That's
thank you
yeah,
so
that's
much.
really sweet of you. Thank you so much for having me.
No, it's my absolute pleasure. And then I have to acknowledge the fact that I live in Melbourne here, and
Hmm.
you do have a huge fan base here, to be honest with you. And there
Oh,
are
wonderful.
hardcore fans of yours, especially a lady called Asha, and
Oh, okay.
she's a huge fangirl of yours. And
Hi, Asha.
she was so over the moon when I told her that Mahesh is coming. So we have
Wonderful,
recorded,
wonderful. So nice to hear.
she has recorded a little video clip of
Hmm.
her expressing her fanboyism or
Oh my God.
fanboyism to you. I'll share that to you right after this podcast. And
100%. Yeah.
so yes, you can watch it.
Thank you so
And
much.
he's done it
It means
along
a
with her
lot.
son as well. So,
Wonderful.
buddy, thank you heaps, man. Because I've seen your videos and I've been awestruck. The fact that the most important thing for me is you've combined technology and music, and especially Carnatic music.
Hmm.
And then during one of my recent meetings with Sir said something very interesting, and he said, "You know what? You should make technology work for you. It's not the other way around." And
Yeah.
that was
Very
really
true.
thought provoking for me. And so, with that said, what's your thoughts on this, man? I'm sure you've gone over it. You've smashed the hell out of technology.
So, yeah, I was always a tech geek since I was a child. I had two passions. One was music, the other was technology.
Yeah,
And obviously, I couldn't have done all this without my parents' support because
yeah,
that's very important for any musician. So, after I passed my 12th standard, my parents were like, okay, you have to do music only. I don't see you being successful anywhere else. but then I signed up for an audio engineering bachelor's degree,
yeah.
and after my audio engineering bachelor's degree. I worked in radio for quite some time back in Dubai. And obviously, since I'm from a South Indian family, we've learned Carnatic music since I was a child. That was like extracurricular activity for us. So Carnatic music, and obviously I used to play the keyboard also. So both these things kind of went hand in hand. And by the time I finished my bachelor's degree, I had knowledge about mixing, mastering, all of the music technology bits. But I still wanted to explore a little further. So I did my master's in music technology from Edinburgh in Scotland. This was in 2013, 2014. That's when I bought myself my own iPad, where I downloaded all of these apps. My research was actually based on how to use technology and music together. That was part of my research. And then I discovered this amazing application where I could slide between notes, and that you could produce we call it gamaka in Carnatic music, sliding the possibility of sliding between notes that you cannot do on a physical piano or a keyboard. And I was very excited. So I just started, okay, let's just try and practice this for 3 months and let's see where it takes me. And I've landed up to where I am today.
Amazing, man. So how does it feel like? I mean, everything started off, of course, with your research, and then now that you have landed here with a huge fan following, people absolutely love what you do. What does it feel like to be Mahesh Raghavan right now?
I never planned all this actually, because nobody at that time, nobody can pick up an iPad and say, okay, this is my music instrument for now. That's something nobody can plan. But my main vision was, so we have a very, very rich and complex form of music called Carnatic music that obviously it's in our blood. We are all very familiar with its how it sounds and everything. And it's something I felt that is very universal. You don't really need to be a South Indian to enjoy Carnatic music. It's something that is malleable. If you look at Rahman sir's music, it's Carnatic music. It's in a lot of compositions, but it's enjoyed by all. And I was thinking, okay, so why can't I also kind of travel along a parallel path and see what can I do with Carnatic music to make it universal using technology. So that was my main vision as when I started. And 2 years back, I work a lot with Indian Raga and Vinod. So 2 years back, after a lot of Indian Raga collaborations, after a lot of things on my channel as well, I decided, okay, now it's time to take music full time, because at this time, there's 2 points. If I don't take music full time now, I'm not going to take it anytime in the future, because it was the right time. And also I was in a position to say, okay, I can actually sustain myself. So I moved to India. Right now I'm living in Bangalore.
Oh, really? Nice. I'm from Bangalore originally.
Oh wow, that's nice. Another connection. So yeah, I live in Bangalore, and I've been doing music for the last 2 years. I play the iPad and make Carnatic fusion music. So that's the journey.
Amazing, man. Great.
Thank you.
What? Just out of curiosity, right? What was the learning curve like to use the GeoShred app, and what are the other apps that you use as well? Just curious.
Yeah, so I use a variety of apps, GeoShred being the main one. Then there is this other fun app called Bebot. Then there is a violin simulator we call Fingerfiddle. So there are a lot of these apps, and the whole concept is sliding between the notes. Yeah. And there are also other hardware and software that I use. Hardware from Roly is something I endorse as well. So the whole, since I've been learning the keyboard for the longest time, the fingering techniques of the keyboard are similar to the touchscreen surface. It's only the sliding that I needed to learn. But since I've been trained in vocal Carnatic music, the sliding is I just had to mimic the voice, which is a technique a lot of Carnatic musicians follow. So they mimic the vocal element while representing a song, and that's the approach I took. So within 3 months, I was able to get started with gamakas, and then everything started becoming a lot easier once I got used to a flow. I had to develop my own technique, but it was I had so much fun while doing it. It's something I'm really passionate about, so I didn't realize the time fly. So yeah, I have having fun. I've been spending a lot of hours on the app, and yeah, it's really something that I'm looking at developing more and making it more accessible. So
Of course. Buddy, as
yeah.
I said, right, I've watched all your videos. One thing I really noticed was the amount of passion you have in what you're doing. And with that said, you know what? Sir said something recently as well. He said, when you're passionate, you really don't have to work hard. So,
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't realize all of those hours in practice. I never realized how they went because I was so into it. This was my thing. This was my escape from all of the work that I other work that I used to do. So yeah, he's absolutely right. When you're passionate about something, if you spend enough hours on it, you don't even realize the time fly. So it's just that that's how it is.
amazing, man. So, look, I mean, this even this morning, I remember I was playing one of your videos, especially what was that? The copy dance.
Oh,
Absolutely loved it, and I was
thank
playing
you.
that while I was making my breakfast, and it was so amazing, man. I mean, I was not watching it. I was making my coffee, and it was just running in the
Hmm.
background. But it just took me to a different zone altogether, and also the fact that look, the Carnatic music is very much in the blood. My party was a Carnatic music teacher
Oh
back in
wow,
back in Bangalore.
wonderful.
I regret that I did not learn from my party. She used to have like 10 students sitting on the motamadi and in front of her with the tambura teaching.
So sweet.
And I lost the opportunity, of course, it was too late. But I have this what's called this Kirby Jnana.
Hmm.
And that's why I feel that there is some, how should I say, a connection with Carnatic music, and I just love it. And especially Sir's compositions, when there is a Carnatic element in it, I just go nuts. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you'd have heard the Tumbi Tullal song recently. From,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
There's so many compositions of his that are based out of Carnatic. The what is that song from? Saukiyama Kanne Saukiyama. That's so beautifully done. And even a lot of the songs in Kandukonde and Kandukonde.
correct,
A
correct.
lot of them are Carnatic. So it's just I love it when he goes in that direction because what comes out is really unique.
Yeah, of course. So, dude, I mean, how much of Sir's music has an influence on your journey, buddy?
It's
Would love to
pretty
know.
much a major influence on because it's basically not really the music but more of his thought process of how he approaches compositions because um, now let's look at for example this first film that he's done, Roja. Now if you look at other movies in that same time, they also had a lot of Carnatic influences, but the approach that was taken in Roja was so fresh
Yeah.
and so new. You could really hear the beautiful new electronic music being used in the appropriate way. That's what made it really special for me, and it's so much ahead of its time,
Mm,
and it's timeless. You
mm,
can't really say ahead of it. It's just timeless. The melody. First of all, there's two aspects to a composition. There's melody, which is also there's the if you look at just the tune, it's that itself is melodious. For example, Kadal Rojave. It's such a melodious tune, and so many things are going on, but everything around it is also beautiful.
true.
So that's what I think adds to the genius. So that's what makes it really special. And listening to his music, it's not just the tune or the words that I listen to the entire how the song has been put together, and that's something that's inspired me also. The way he uses chord progressions, the way he arranges, they gets the string arrangement done, and how each album sounds fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started off listening to obviously when I was small, I didn't listen to like the whole package as it is. It was just the tune. When I was small, it was Urvashi Urvashi and all of Anjali Anjali. All of these tunes used to play in the car when we used
Yeah.
to go places. And then when I took music a lot more seriously in Dubai, I was listening to more of his Bollywood work, songs, films like Swades Lagan,
Yeah.
and those films because uh, I used to grow up listening, watching a lot of Hindi films,
Yeah.
and whenever an A.R. Rahman score comes. I used to watch it in theaters because it was fun. And Swades and Lagan are two albums I used to listen on loop. And then after a few years, Rang De Basanti came out, and that was the entire album is so unique because you have one Bhangra song and you have one very soulful Luka Chuppi, and then we also have what is that other song, Rubaru, which is a completely different space. But the thing is, everything is tied together so beautifully in the film, which is what the melodic themes, the way the score is done. So I've literally been influenced by his music a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Great, man.
that's how it
Look,
is.
buddy, with that said, anything comes to your mind that you want to play? Would be
Sure,
amazing.
sure. Let me. I have my iPad set up right here. I'll twist the
Amazing.
camera. Just hold on. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So can you hear me also?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
So I'm going to play. Let me just play Tu Hire because.
For sure.
Yeah, so I'll also explain the way the iPad works. Each of these boxes that you see are different musical
Yeah.
notes, and you can slide across the notes.
Yeah.
So that's how the app works.
Wow.
So, and I can set whatever scale I want. So now I'm going to play just a bit of Tu Hire.
Yeah. Wow, beautiful, man. You took me to a whole new world. This is
Thank
one
you.
of my most favorite songs as well. Poof. Just pure magic, man. Amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for doing this.
No problem, no problem at all.
This is that clip that got me glued into all your videos.
Thank you.
And so, buddy, the thing is, I mean, look, in the current times that we are in, I know my parents are in Bangalore, and then I get to hear about the number of cases that's going up
Oh
every day and
yes,
stuff like that.
yeah.
How you, what's your routine like? How do you keep yourself positive, man?
So even in the current times, I find myself really busy. I don't know how. It's just, but
Which
I've
is a
been
good
doing a
thing,
lot of.
actually, right?
It's a good thing. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of teaching,
Yeah.
and that's something I started doing, especially in the lockdown, because also I used to teach in university in back in Dubai. So even
Nice.
over here, I'm teaching online. So that actually looking at budding young artists produce music and seeing how they grow, that gives me a lot of pressure, and also I've been working on a lot of music, working on collaborations and doing a
Yeah.
lot of different things. So time just flies.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so yeah, but we really, as musicians, we really miss performing on stage. That is one big downside.
Yeah.
That's one thing we obviously we miss it, but until it's safe to do so, we have to be patient. And
Of course.
it's
Of
just
course.
like this is life. This is how it is.
Right. Do you want to talk a bit more about your online teaching stuff? Because I'm pretty sure, is this open for
Yeah,
anyone,
so
anywhere in the world?
I right over the past few months I've been working with a platform called Live Demi where I do master classes. I do one master class every month,
Okay.
where I teach either the app or music production or anything, and anybody's able to sign up. I have the next one coming on 12th actually,
Okay.
12th of September. Yeah, so you anyone's willing to like whoever's willing to join can join.
Okay.
And I also do some breakdowns of some of my songs and on YouTube and everything. We recently did a breakdown of a Malayalam song. So all of these things actually keep me busy and
Yeah.
time just goes.
So, since you mentioned about the song, right, the recent Malayalam song, that's RIL, right? The
Alayal, yes.
Yeah. Dude, the your fan Asha, I told you, she's a huge fan, and then she was like she was going all about this particular song. You want to talk about what went behind creating it? I personally love it too.
Hmm. So Alayal it's a Nadan part, so it's like village. So
Yeah.
it's a folk song in Kerala, and so the first time I heard it was I actually heard the band Masala Coffee's version, and I absolutely fell in love with the song. And then I looked up, okay, what is this song? Such a beautiful melody, such lovely meaning. So I looked up many version of the song, and then I left it. Then then a few months later, my the person who I did the song with, Shravan Sridhar, so he told me, why don't we do a version of this song and perform it? Because people just love, wherever we perform this song, people just love it.
Yeah.
So, so we decided to do a version, and we decided to do it in a way where we can perform it anywhere, and
Mm.
like everybody will clap along. That's why we have all these claps in the cues in the song, and we shot a very fun video for it. So yeah, that's what it was. Just us having fun at the end of the day while producing the song. The hardest part was learning Malayalam for me, but but yeah, it's just another very fun project.
Right. When did you
That's
start
what the song.
singing? Because you have an amazing voice too.
Hey, I've been learning Carnatic music from my aunt since I was 3.
Yeah.
So vocal. So
Amazing. And
yeah,
dude, with that said, anything that comes to your mind, sing one or two lines.
I can sing Ala L for Asha if you want.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Okay. ആലായാൽ തര വേണം അടുത്തോരമ്പലം വേണം ആലിന്നു ചേർന്നൊരു കുളവും വേണം കുളിപ്പാനായി കുളം വേണം കുളത്തിൽ ചെന്താമരം വേണം കുളിപ്പാനായി കുളം വേണം കുളത്തിൽ ചെന്താമരം വേണം കുളിച്ചു ചെന്നകം പൂക്കാൻ ചന്ദനം വേണം ആലായാൽ തര വേണം അടുത്തോരമ്പലം വേണം ആലിന്നു ചേർന്നൊരു കുളവും വേണം.
Beautiful, man. I love it. Amazing. Great
Thank
voice,
you.
man. Dude, tell me. I mean, what's the plans? I mean, in terms of when and where do you see working with Sir?
Well,
Or
I
you just
actually
waiting for the
have
opportunity?
exchanged a few emails with him
Yeah.
because the developers of the app, the main developer, his name is Jordan Rudess. He's a keyboardist. He
Mm.
plays for a band. He's world famous. Just Google him and you'll find out. And he's the keyboardist for a band named Dream Theater, and he's very passionate about technology.
Yeah.
So basically, when it comes to Indian music and technology, there's only one person in India whose name comes up, which is Sir. So he actually sent one of my videos to him, and we actually got feedback from him on what can be improved on the app and all of that. So I have had a few interactions in that way. But other than that, I just enjoy listening to this music, and there's nothing else that I want actually. He's just who he is, and someone who I really respect.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing, man. I really hope that day comes really soon, where you can actually collaborate with Sir and then bring
That
out
would be
something.
amazing. Yeah, yeah, that would be a dream come true for me.
So, what would be
Yeah.
that first thing that you would play for Sir if you had to meet him one day? You don't know.
I haven't thought of that. I think it would be in the spur of the moment, whatever comes to my mind at that time.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
because I don't know. I don't plan these things. Whatever comes organically, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like this interview.
Yeah, of course. But what's
Yeah.
like how many hours of riyaz do you do a day, man? What's your schedule like usually?
So initially, I used to spend a lot of time on the iPad because the thing is to get it to a level where I'm happy with the sound. I'm happy because everything had to be developed from scratch. It was a lot of fun trying to figure out, okay, what finger should I use? There is no
Oh
standard.
wow. Okay.
So I developed a three finger technique. So I
Right.
used just three fingers for doing everything. And then now the next one was wrist movement, figuring out the wrist movement, then figuring out loud, soft, because there's no touch response on the iPad.
Wow.
So a lot of these things were, it's still a work in progress, by the way. And I really don't count the number of hours I
Yeah.
spend per day. Now, most of my time on the iPad is spent recording
Hmm.
and trying to figure out, okay, what new techniques are possible. But before, it's just it's focused practice. What am I focusing on at this point? Before it used to be, okay, how do I play? Now, okay, I know kind of how to navigate my fingers around. How do I make it 5 times better than what it is right now?
Wow.
And what new techniques can I incorporate to play something that is now not possible with my fingers? How can I achieve that?
Hmm.
So it's always reaching that next step. That's what my practice is basically about.
Wow. Hey, that's an amazing thing that you just mentioned, man. Reaching the next step. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Great. What are some of the projects that you're working on right now that you can
So
give an idea?
when I moved to India, I was part of. I'm still part of two bands, two main
Yeah.
bands that I'm part of. One is the uh, Tide Sadam project.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called the Tide.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanted
Tide
to ask
Sadam.
you about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
so Tide Sadam
I
project
really
is
love the name, man.
yeah.
Because I missed
So
having Tide Sadam actually, to be honest with you.
so the name is so basically Tide Sadam is it's
Curd
simple
rice.
but it's so special. Just like so it's basically a synonym for who we are as people. But the whole project is around we it's the whole vision is you take Indian music and make it global. And through the Tide Sadham project, we do a lot of social causes. We work with a lot of kids, and at the same time, we work with stalwarts like Aruna Sairamji,
Wow.
Ranjini and Gayatri, Trishul Brother. We do a lot of collaborations that way, and so it even our songs are very very meaningful, but the whole background of it, we have that Carnatic element out there. So that's what the Tide Sadham project is about, and it's with the band. The other members of the band are Ambi Subramaniam and Bindu Subramaniam,
Oh yeah.
who are children of the great Dr. L. Subramaniam, and we also have Akshay Anta Padmanabhan on Mrizangam. So that is the Tide Sadham project. The other project is called Carnatic 2.0, which is
Yeah.
which Shravan is just
Yeah.
it's the two of us, and sometimes for the bigger shows we have an extended version of that called Carnatic 2.0 Reloaded, where we have Akshay on Mridangam and Sharanya Srinivas, daughter of
Yeah. Yeah.
the singer Srinivas. So it basically the whoever I worked with, it's been a lot of fun, and they're my closest friends right now.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Srinivas
those
sir
are the
was
two
also there on the
projects that
podcast.
I'm very, very passionate about. So the two bands, and I'm always working and planning something new related to these two projects because they're very close to my heart. Yeah,
Amazing. Yeah. Srinivas sir was also there on the podcast. And
yeah, yeah.
I actually met Sharanya last year when Srinivas sir invited me to his home to meet him.
Oh, wonderful,
So yeah,
wonderful.
it's been a great journey, and because I mean, look, if it wasn't for music, I probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet you or anyone else who's come on the podcast.
Yeah,
It's been an
definitely.
amazing.
Yeah,
It's
brings us
a
all
dream
together.
journey rather. Say that
Definitely.
again.
Music brings us all together.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
Buddy, I would look. I'm an absolute. How should I say? I'm a sucker for Carnatic music.
Hmm.
So would love to hear more about the Carnatic 2.0 stuff, man. Because and of course would love to also hear about some of the influences you have had from Sir's composition as well. Any of the songs that comes to your mind.
So the Carnatic 2.0 stuff is basically the whole aim is to take traditional Carnatic compositions and give it a fresh new look, or
Yeah.
do the opposite. You take something like Game of Thrones and give it a Carnatic space. So those are the two things that we do in Carnatic 2.0. But the thing is, like it's so nice to see a lot of these like people from all age groups enjoying my music that way, because Carnatic music is literally in our blood, right? So uh, let's a party tata can also listen to my music and say, okay, this is nice, this ragam is very nice, I like this ragam. Then a kid will say, oh, this Game of Thrones, this is awesome. So in our concerts we are very fortunate to have party tata parents and their kids all come all come
Yeah.
together for our concerts. And
Yeah.
so yeah, the that's the vision. It's just taking our music out there, making it not really like, it's just that, just proving a point that we are cool and our music is very cool. That's what it is.
Amazing, dude.
Yeah.
I look. This is. I can't resist myself asking you, but I really
Yeah.
would love to hear the Shape of You thing, man. Because I was like, I went nuts, especially when you were performing that, and then the way you transitioned. You were playing with Shravan with that one, and where you
Yeah.
transitioned into
Shape of You was
Urvashi.
actually done with Vinod and
Yes,
Aditya.
yes, yes.
Yeah, then we did
But
our
the
own version
unplugged one.
live. Yeah,
Yeah.
the unplugged one was live. And so yeah.
That
So
was amazing, man. The way you transitioned into Urvashi and then Kannoda Kanvadalam
yeah.
just blew my mind.
Yeah, so basically all of them are the same ragam, like
Yeah,
same notes, basically
yeah.
not the same ragam. But when you have things like that, uh, it's easy to transition. And when we pick the songs that have the
You
same
make it sound easy,
mode.
but it's not easy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, this is how musicians look at it. So yeah, it's the same tempo, it's the same song, and of course, we have to pick fun songs that people relate to. That is the hard part. So
No, the way you transitioned was just pure magic, buddy. I mean, like
yeah,
that. I didn't expect that, right? And that just was just magical when it just came about.
yeah. So we have the fun part is we have a list of songs that in mind that will
Yeah.
fit, and in that spur of a moment, any of us plays whatever comes to our mind. So it
Oh
was
wow, this was not planned at all.
it just wasn't really planned.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So
Wow.
no, we planned only, okay, we'll play these songs.
Okay.
I will play one song, he'll play one song, and we don't know what the other person will play next. So so we had a blast. It's more fun that way, honestly. So
Yeah.
so we really
Wow.
had a blast. Yeah.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Can you play a little bit of that if that's okay?
Sure. So I will I'll do a little bit of the transition also. So
Oh,
so
awesome.
okay. So if I let me just demonstrate. So So yeah, so the way we work out transitions is just
Oof.
all of these songs follow the same kind of series
Yeah.
of notes to say.
Yeah.
And when you know Carnatic music, it's really okay. This song, this song, this song, this song. You can literally pick. So it's just a skill that to develop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing, man. It's beautiful. Do you have a favorite raga?
I have a few actually. Um, quite a
Is
few.
Kavi one of them?
Um, I have so Kapi is one of my favorite ragas. Kapi, if Roja Janeman
Yeah.
is in Kapi. Then the other favorite ragas, Sindhu Bhairavi is another favorite raga of mine. I can't really recall which one of Sir's compositions is in Sindhu Bhairavi. There are a few. I'm just
Yeah.
not. Then I really love Aberi, which is
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
raga. The Kannod Kanbadilam is in Aberi,
Yeah.
and then and also kind of Shape of You. Also, the way we did it was Aberi only.
Yeah.
Then other favorite ragas are Mand, Saukya Makane is in Mand,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, I think then Dvijavanti
Right.
is one of my favorites, which is Jai Jaivanti in Hindustani.
Wow.
There was one song from what was that Rajnikant movie?
Yeah.
Satyam Satyam Ide that song is in Dvijavanti. So
Yeah.
like if you look, a lot of Sir's compositions are actually raga based. So
Yeah.
so yeah, that's how
Uh,
these are my favorite ragas.
in fact, Sir spoke about that lightly on the raga stuff recently in the conversation with Arjit Singh in the
Yeah,
All About
yeah,
Music
yeah.
conference. I'm
Hmm.
sure you'd have probably watched it.
Yeah, of course.
And
I've seen it.
he very humbly said, "Yeah, sometimes there's ragas."
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the advantage of having such a complex system of ragas and talas
Yeah.
in Carnatic means you have a framework to work with that works every time. So if you want a
Wow.
sad piece, select Todi and you just it will sound sad. Kiravani will sound sad. So but the thing is, so we have such a rich tradition which where everything is already in place. We just have to take things and use it. That's a really an
Wow.
advantage for new age composers and producers who are working on tunes. So it's just everything is already out there. You just need to know what to do, and that knowledge comes with experience and practice.
Amazing, man. Yeah, very well said, man. That's beautiful. This is actually going to be very inspiring to all the budding musicians. What you just described, because as I said, as part of this journey, right, the ILO era community has evolved, and then there's
Hmm.
so many budding musicians and in the community. I'm sure this is going to add a lot of value with what we just said.
I hope
And
so as well.
of course it will. Buddy, the thing is, I mean, look, there's just two more things I would want to chat with you about, and then
Sure.
of course, look, we're not can't have you for here forever, so we'll have to
Hmm.
come close to the end of the podcast. But before that, I just wanted to have just two last things. One is, look, um, Sir usually does keep a tab on the podcast that gets released, and he does get the first copy, and he has the habit of watching it, but he does watch it in fast forward mode. And so, if
Yeah.
there was anything that you wanted to share to Sir via this podcast, this is the chance, man.
Oh, amazing. I
I'm
just
sure I put you on the spot.
oh yeah. So I have one message for him that he's always been an inspiration and will always be, and I'm looking forward to the day when I can meet him in person, and hopefully that's very soon. That's all I'd like to say to him.
For sure, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
that that should happen. I pray that that happens because somebody like you should really work with Sir in this lifetime.
that would be amazing. Yeah, it just like it would just be an honor to meet and have a chat with him. That would
Yeah,
make my day. That's all it is.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
And the next thing is, buddy, I mean, as a little dedication to Sir, if you want to play something.
sure. I'll play Roja.
Beautiful. Oh, wow. I can't wait.
One of my favorites. Okay. Okay.
loved it. I actually lost myself, man, when you were playing it, to be honest with you. Beautiful. I really,
Thank you.
really
Thank
hope
you
that
so
you
much.
get to work with Sir very soon. I pray
Thank
for
you.
that. And buddy, you know what? When I'm coming to Bangalore next, I'm taking you out for dinner. That's it.
I would love to meet you in person. Let's hope that happens soon.
For sure, buddy, for sure. Buddy, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on the podcast. As much as I'd have loved to keep you here for hours and hours, but I can't because I really want to let you go and get you back in the creative zone. Give us more music, produce more stuff, come up with even more cooler stuff. I can't wait.
Sure. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, dude.